Today I'm attempting to hike Poland's highest mountain, Rysy. Standing at over 8,000 feet, this would be the biggest hiking challenge I've ever faced.
I am nervous. I am actually nervous.
But to make this harder, I would be racing against the sunset. After a bad sleep, I woke up at 6 AM. As I started the 1 mile walk to the bus station, my feet were sore from the previous day's 20-mile hike. After a 30-minute bus ride, I arrived at the start. From here, there were 3 main stages of the walk: Morskie Oko, Czarny Staw, the summit. It's 8:30 AM and the sun sets at 6:30 PM. That gives me 10 hours to complete over 20 miles and around 5,000 feet of ascent. The first step was to get to Morskie Oko. I was tempted to get on the horse and carriage, but that felt like cheating, so I set off. The plan was to walk as fast as possible and have no breaks until I reached the first lake.
Look at that for a view. That's just amazing. I know that I must be going at a pretty good pace because I've overtaken everyone and I've not been overtaken by anyone yet. Look at that for a view up there. What day it is today, absolutely perfect. So I've turned off the wide road. It's a fair pull up here, but you cut out all the windy bit of the road, so it's worth it. Wow, look at them views. I reckon we're going somewhere up there, which looks absolutely mental. Giving this everything I've got off here, so I know this is where I can gain my time. So I'm just pushing myself. That looks absolutely crazy. Wow, them cliffs and the spiky bits, they just look absolutely insane.
I soon noticed a horse in front of me, the exact one I would have been on had I decided to get it.
Wow, look at that for a view. Tracks left is in a bit of snow up there. That is one other worry. Patches of snow and how dangerous they are. The horse only takes that far, so I definitely saved myself some money. Look at that though, wow. Absolutely incredible. Look at that for a view behind me, that is just insane, isn't it? So by my reckoning we're going to head somewhere up here. It might just be around the back of this mountain here. Let's just hope I can manage it, I'm a bit worried. I've not had a single stop all the way up here though. I think it's about 9 kilometres and I'm nearly there I think. You can see how well I'm going. I've done all that pink line that starts there up to there and the top's only there. It just gets very steep. Just look at that. It almost looks surreal. Wow. They are just absolutely massive. That is just absolutely mental. Honestly, unbelievable. Even just coming up to here is just amazing. So I reckon we're pretty much at the lake. Done it in just over an hour and a quarter, which it said down at the bottom it'll take like 2.5 hours. Wow, that is mental. Look how blue that is. Oh, that is amazing. I think I'm going to be heading up there next and somewhere up there. There we go, Rysy, 4 hours 15. Let's go. Look at that. That's just insane. Honestly, since we've come off the main track, started to come round Morskie Oko, just lost the crowds completely. Just wow. That is all I have to say about that. Like, look at that. Absolutely insane. Honestly, this has to be one of, if not the best lake I've ever seen. It is just perfect, isn't it? There we go, we're at the end of the first lake. 3 hours 50 now. I don't think it quite took me 40 minutes to get around there, so we're still ahead of pace. Starting to get tired going up here already, so I'm going to take it nice and steady. Try not to burn myself out. Gonna have my first Kinder Bueno. Not a bad view for it, is it? Not too shabby at all. It's a pull going up here. Winding our way all the way around and up. Tell you what, it's steep coming up here. That's just beautiful. Sun's blinding a bit, but That looks so steep up there. That honestly looks impossible, but I'll give it a go until it gets too hard. Gonna have my first sign here because I don't know when I'll next get a stop. It might be at the top if I make it there. Right, so we're just heading around the lake now to then start the scary part. So I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty nervous right now, but I'm just gonna have to go on my gut. If it feels too risky, I'll just have to turn around. Don't want my first solo holiday to be my last undoer. At the same time, I will push myself, but I've just got to know where my limit is. Honestly, regardless of how far I make it from here, just this point, getting up to this point, is just absolutely beautiful. Literally picture perfect. Look at where the sun's hitting the water over there. It just looks so nice, doesn't it? This is what we've got to tackle, Jesus Christ. I am nervous. I am actually nervous. Honestly, this place is just out of this world. Look how steep them cliffs are. At least I'm not going up something like that. That's what I'm going to keep reminding myself of. Or at least I hope I'm not. And so the climbing begins. Starting off with just like the steps we've had before. Steep, but not technical. Got a little waterfall coming down there. Tell you what, it is steep coming up here. Wow. Slow and steady is definitely the way up here. Just keep plodding up. And you make up quite a lot of height pretty quick because it's just so steep. Look at that. Wow. Definitely making our way up there now. Still got plenty to go though. Should probably not have the camera in my hand, but we move. Actually, I'm going to put it away. Let's be sensible. Just going to have a little break here. I've made it a fair way up. I'm going to check in a minute how far, but look at the view. That is steep going down there. Wow. Got to come all the way back down this way as well. Just got that to go, probably about 1,000 feet. Honestly, the more I look down, the more scared I'm getting. Every time I look up as well, it makes me go a bit jelly-wagged. All the field up here. Looks like I might get a view off up here though. Wow, look at that. Still got a fair way to go. Honestly, I'm worried about that bit up there with the chains, with the queue on. I'm pretty worried, but we've made it this far, which is a bit of an achievement, I think. That's a long way down there. Let's see if we can get a view of lakes. Right, we've got half a mile, 1,000 feet of climbing. Let's give it a go. I am nervous, very nervous, I can't lie. Wow, definitely starting to get tired. Wow, absolutely incredible. Bit of a scramble. Not too bad though. Wow, this really is surreal. A little bit scary. Let's keep going. This next bit looks interesting or scary, depends how you look at it. Whew, that was the scariest part yet. Like clinging on for dear life as you went, like there's the big drop to your right. Whew, the top is probably not much further than just up there, so not that far away. Got to come all the way back down this though. That is a long way. More chains going up here, but it's not too bad. Not as exposed as the other bit. Whew, tired. I'm knackered. Got some more chains going up around here. They definitely help you a lot. If I said I wasn't scared, not looking forward to going down that at all. But wow. I got the mountain rescue helicopter all the way down there.
All that stood between me and the summit was this knife-edge ridge. The summit was within touching distance, But this right here is as far as I got. The problem was, also in between me and the summit, was a queue of 30 people, and that didn't include the people trying to come back the other way. With only 5 hours until sunset and a queue that was moving very slowly, I decided it would be safest to turn around and miss the summit. I guess I should now rename my channel Not Up to Summit.
Obviously I'm a bit disappointed I haven't done the summit, but I can't wait around all day for it. It's going to get dangerous if I do, it'll get dark. And this could take a long time to get down. I've got all the way down there then 9 kilometres back from that lake.
As I came down, my disappointment soon faded. It's easy to get disappointed about not reaching a goal, whether that be a summit or anything else in life. But it's the journey that's important. Coming to a different country, hiking for 5 hours, pushing out of my comfort zone as I clung onto the chains for dear life. The summit isn't the important part, it's the struggle you go through to get there. I completed over 99% of the walk. I saw the views, experienced the climb. Although I can't say I officially reached the highest point in Poland, just about is good enough for me. Now, I just had to get back down. And with how sore my feet were, this was definitely going to be a test.
Honestly, even though I didn't make it, I'm still happy. To say this morning, I wasn't even going to go further up than the 2 lakes. And even when I got up to that point earlier, I looked at the way up and I was second guessing it, but I did all the chain section pretty much for that last little bit. This landscape is so steep. Absolutely unbelievable. Got a fair way down. My knees and feet are definitely feeling it now. Honestly, it's crazy to think that I've been up even higher than that. And this lake isn't even the bottom lake. Finally back on flat ground for a little bit before we drop off there, and then it's just steady downhill on the road. Tell you what, my knee is definitely struggling now, and also my feet are so sore. After I've finished this, I'll have done like 40 miles in the last 2 days, and that'll be like nearly 10,000 feet of ascent, which is just absolutely crazy. So I guess I think I deserve a pat on the back, even if I did miss the summit. Honestly, every time I just look around, I just see that and I'm just like, I don't know, sometimes you like zone out and you like forget it's there, and you look and you're just like, what the hell, like look at this place I'm in. This is absolutely crazy. There we go, that's it then. It's going to be the last view of this part. Absolutely wonderful area. Now time to head down to Morskie Oko. Just other side of there and then 9 more kilometres. Shame you can't really get the best shot of this waterfall, but That's probably the best I'm going to get. Nearly down to Morskie Oko now, finally. I'm going to walk the opposite way around to which I walked on the way here. It's a tiny bit longer, but I've got a tiny bit of time maybe. My knee is definitely in pain now. It's almost walking with a limp. There you go, the end of Morskie Oko. Just 9 kilometres down the road to go. So I'm going to stick my headphones in and listen to some music.
As I joined onto the 9-kilometre tarmac road that takes me to the start, my feet were on fire. I wanted to get back quickly. I walked as fast as I could, even breaking into a jog at points. Not a single person overtook me on the way down. I made it down in record time, just as the sun was starting to set. I got on the bus, and by the time I was back, the darkness had set in. It marked the end of the day, a day I will remember for the rest of my life. The struggles, the joy, the absolute beauty of this place. I hope you enjoyed this video even half as much as I did. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and drop a sub. If you want to watch another one of my videos, click the screen now.